It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now you give the rescue. You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the I mean people suffering. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now on the top of the I mean people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. Drama 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 drama. We tired baby oh, sama 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 sama.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9. This is your People's Radio. My name is Khan Oliver Khan. I'm here with Princess Alexa Vanja Colley.
You say you are going to change things.
Arjun Roosevelt is also in studio.
Promises you made you and your rescue team.
And of course, we're going to be having a tripartite engagement on today's edition
CDC
with too many things making the news in Liberia.
You wish
The drug issue continues to make the news in our country, this time around with a mysterious vessel showing face at the Grand Cape Mount County area.
Tell me who you rather give the rescue now.
Coupled with some revelation by Spoon Talk CEO Stanton Witherspoon, in which he was able to accuse the police director, the director of police,
You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rest.
Colonel Gregory Oliver Coleman, has been accused by Stanton Witherspoon of Spoon Talk of being the one who instructed the police officers to escort the cocaine in the country, prompting several other individuals to call for the resignation of the police director. If the president cannot muster the courage to have him dismissed or suspended, there are people who are asking for the police director to recuse himself from the investigation. According to information, he cannot be accused by individuals close to the investigation of being involved. At the same time, he himself is also in the business of investigating people.
You not give him the people.
The alleged culprit cannot be the ones, looking for alleged perpetrators.
Rescue the people.
Too many things.
Like you.
We're going to talk more about those issues.
You say you are going to change things. But we're not seeing changes.
On the flip side of things,
You made you and your rescue team.
we're going to be looking into a very terrible report from the Drug Enforcement Agency of Liberia.
CDC and Unity Party.
It has been reported
You down south.
that between 2024 to 2025,
On the top of it,
the country witnessed an increment of around 80%, an 80% increment in the influx of narcotic substances in the country.
I said,
So the record is saying the drug inflow in the country has increased by 80% since Joe Biden came to presidency.
you not give him the people.
Since Joe Biden became the president of our country, the level of drugs that have entered the country
The rest, the people say not like you. That's what you yama.
has increased by 80%. In simple terms, the influx of drugs in the country has increased by 80%. This is scary. This is troubling. And so we're going to be having all of those conversations here on the platform. My name is Kyle, like I said. Alexa and Jerome also here with me.
You not give him the people.
We're going to have a tripartite engagement.
Let me have
Three individuals will be descending on the drug issue in this country. There are information that the government and people of Liberia would need to know.
But we're not seeing changes.
There are also information the government is hiding from you, the citizens, that we also need to tell
We're
you.
not seeing changes.
Jointly,
No country divide.
we're going to fight the issue of drugs in the country.
Unity Party, they can't conclude.
The president of Liberia would need to act.
Mountain. Now on the top of it, Liberian people suffering.
If the government continue to say there will be no sacred cows,
Now on the top of it, Liberian
we can have some of those sacred cows in the fens and the vicinities
you and your rest.
of individuals who are supposed to be persecuted. All of these, plus the rest of the different issues will form the basis of the presentation right here on the Monday's edition. This is the first edition of the month of August 2026.
The people say
I
now.
almost said 2025. But again, we're in the month of August 2026. Welcome. We will take a break for those of you, the cash giveaway people. DJ Hero has been giving money all behind the scenes, and he will continue to give you some money all through the program. So all you need to do is to keep playing by dialing star 255 star 1 hash. While the show is on, keep dialing star 255 star 1 hash for Lone Star Cell MTN users. And of course, those of you who are orange users can dial star 255 star 6 hash. The more you play, the better your chances are.
It's a rescue.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation here on 87.9, the People's Radio.
Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sanya, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sanya.
Okay, we want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia, Crime Stoppers Liberia. Our sponsor here on 87.9, The People's Radio. My name is Kai. Alexa is here. Jerome Roosevelt also here. Lady and gentlemen, it is Monday, the 3rd of August, 2026. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Give you waiting for me, eh?
No, as the chief introduces, we go by, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to step on your preach. But anyway, this is Liberia. This is our country. What's about the guys in the transcycle? Well, those of you stay at the offices, what are you waiting for? I don't know. Those of you driving home, this is Monday, the workaholic day in the week in Liberia. If you were given an opportunity on the Monday and you do not perform, trust me, nobody will trust you. But welcome, the biggest afternoon conversation right here on Freedom 87.9. Welcome. Rizzo.
Hi, hello. So today's the first Monday in August or of August for to sound better anyway. And would like to say Happy New Month to all of you, our listeners, our viewers, to all of you who always follow our different programs here on Freedom. Um, we are gradually going to the end of this year, 2026, and to be able to see Akas after everything that's happened, and with everything that's happening, I mean, it says a lot about just being very grateful to God for life and just to be able to be here. But again, as I always say, every beginning of the month, make sure you brace yourselves for a lot because you don't know exactly the challenges that lie ahead of all of us. So stay there, stay strong, and whatever plans you have, just know that just keep believing. That's all I can say. But would like to say welcome to the biggest thing to happen to Liberia about this time, and of course, I know, we all know it is Freedom Hope on 87.9 FM. We have a lot to talk about. Every day we have new topics, and every day we have new updates on the already existing topics we have in the country. So obviously, we're going to maybe continue from where we stopped during the week last week, and wherever we stopped today, we're going to pick up from there tomorrow when we shall be here again. But would like to say welcome.
Okay, so interestingly, there are mounting calls for the police director to recuse himself from all active investigation involving the drug situation. This is because it has been reported, it has been alleged that the instruction that gave rise to police officers using police vehicles to escort cocaine with government serene. It has been reported that those vehicles were used by the police officers who are under investigation with the instruction allegedly coming from Gregory Oliver W. Comer. This is what Spoon Talk disclosed last night. Last night, Spoon Talk CEO Stanton Witherspoon told the Liberian people that the instruction that was given to the junior officers to remove cocaine came from the director of police, Gregory Oliver W. Comer. Colonel Gregory Oliver W. Comer. It has been reported. In this case, I'm quoting Stanton Witherspoon. He said on his show last night that the police officers who are in detention, some of them confided in him. And not only the police officers in detention, not only him, rather, one of the officers in detention confided in his father and told his father, who is the senator of Maryland County, Blabo Brown, told Senator Blabo Brown that, Papa, I'm not able to escort cocaine on my own. That big people tell me to escort the cocaine. That big people then tell me to escort the cocaine. So who could be bigger than that police officer who instructed him? Who could be bigger if not people who are supposed to who are supposed to be his commanding officers? If not, then are people then who are above him in terms of governmental rank. But Alexa Jerome, this is the size of the conversation. That's where the conversation is going to lead us to. And like you will always do on this platform, we will want to get to the bottom of this case. We want to know exactly who is saying the truth. Are the people who are asking for Gregory Coleman to recuse himself, are their requests, the requests they are making? Thank you. Can we qualify the request to be genuine request? Can we join them to request for his resignation? Are they overly sensational about it? Do they have genuine reasons, like Jerome said, to call for his recusal, or better still, suspension or dismissal? But we're gonna find out later on. But that's the size of the conversation. And before we start, I want all of us to listen to this. There is a story on Front Page Africa website. It is also on their Facebook page. Hopefully, Alexa will go and pluck it out. There is a question there. Who gave the order? Who gave the order? That's the $1 million question. And by the way, if you're there playing the cash giveaway, keep playing. Star 255 star 1 hash. Between 2,500 to 10,000 will be going out to all of you who will be successful in winning. So if you win, you'll receive the money. DJ Hero is behind the scene paying, the money bit by bit. But listen, Alexa will find the story. In that story, when we read the story, you will get the $1 million question everybody asking. Who ordered the police people to escort cocaine? The police cars supposed to be running behind armed robbers. The police cars supposed to be running behind drug users and drug traffickers. How come the police cars are blowing siren for cocaine? So imagine, if possible, Jerome, Alexa, if possible, we have been in the traffic before and we now park on the sidewalk for cocaine to pass.
No, but this is the conversation where we're going to take it from Oliver. I don't want for people to think that Freedom Hub will be inciting the people of this country, but it is scary that this revelation that comes, any car the market people see now running with pim, get away. You're gonna boo that car and say
no,
that cocaine.
No. So
you're gonna say that. No, I'm just saying something because that's what the report says.
Yeah. So Jerome, I'm adding to what you're saying.
Yeah.
During the course of the weekend, I was somewhere. Right by the Kota Road.
Where?
Yeah, man. I was somewhere.
Sorry, let's go forward.
And
don't be marking my boss, man.
And guess what?
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is the convoy that was passing was that of the speaker Reggie Combs. So the convoy was passing, they all picking on the motorbike, by the way, that Town Hall Junction.
No.
Gardens with Town Hall Junction.
Your area, no.
So the guys were passing, whoa, you passing, all picking on the motorbike. I said, yeah, I can carry the drugs. And I was like, okay. I said, so you see, that's exactly where we are now. I mean, so when you're saying that, I say, okay,
but
I have to bring the penny.
Yeah, that the new thing is about to happen. That is about to happen. That is obvious because if you go deep into, like you said, Princess gonna read, or if you go deep into that, while the police vehicles will be, transporting, a vehicle that has private truck lesson plate, from this other end to this other end. And we haven't gone deep into this, but this is when it comes to the issue of serialization. I think by now, and I listened to a couple of government officials and maybe Edwin Snow who said the president he got this right. No, you can be sacrificing people children.
We'll go to the details.
You sacrificing people children, and you don't want to take the rightful decision. But now, Oliver, I will agree with your intro that the police chief needs to step aside.
You jumped the gun already. We're going to go to the
No, I'm
details.
just saying.
We're going to go to the details.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what we're witnessing, Alexa. I mean, I was there. I laugh it out because it was so funny.
Mm.
We have reached to the point where the citizens now are becoming very
Skeptical.
skeptical. That's another beautiful way to say it. But maybe they reached to the point where they can't trust the government anymore.
Yeah.
The citizens they're gravitating to the level where this time if the government woke up one morning and said, "Good morning, citizens,"
We'll have to check our time.
the citizens will check their watch.
Whether it is
Right.
night.
Whether
Is
it is
it-
in the
yeah,
night
is
to
it
know
actually
whether
morning or
whether
night?
whether that greeting is correct. And it is bad for the trust, for the citizens' confidence and trust in the government to erode. I mean, that's what's happening. It's eroding.
Hmm.
The citizens ain't get trust in the government. They
Is it based on lies or what?
based on lies and I mean not only ordinary lies but dangerous lies. In America, the folks will say the government's approval rating has dropped significantly. If people ever took the government so serious, by this time, judging from what all of us know, I mean, one would just look and say, look, this is just another waste of time. Because nothing different the government is going to do. Building roads? Oh, yeah, Ellen built roads. I remember Ellen reconditioned the road from Monrovia to Basel,
Mhm.
from Monrovia to Ganta. To recondition the roads.
Even the car.
Georgia built roads. He started putting quota on the road to go to Joe Baca County. He did the Johnsonville, Garrett Market Pipeline and Mount Bagley Road. He did the Ganta, San Nicolas, Tapeta, all the places he did the roads. So it's not about what you're doing. It's not about the little infrastructural stuff you want to. It's about making the difference and living up to what you said. What is at stake right now? Like Alexa is writing through the report, and I'm going to be playing a very serious audio before Alexa start to read. It's about the people's trust. The government told the citizens during the election that drugs was very. I mean, the issue of drugs was on the increase under the leadership of President Weah, and that government was doing nothing about drugs. That's what the government, at least that's what they told us when they were campaigning. On the basis of this, citizens went to work and decided to vote for Honorable Boyka to make him their president, thinking that things would change. Now, for the citizens to start to think, to start to realize that people in the same government that was supposed to take drugs from the country are the ones using their police vehicles and siren to be blowing home for drugs. A pastor was going to pastor or going to preach. He was forced to park on the sidewalk because cocaine was passing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if the officer say we escorted drug, who then you think were parking their vehicles on the sidewalk for the drugs to pass? Some of them were pastors.
Mhm.
I mean, some of the pastors will say through the eyes of faith, I can imagine that some doctors park their cars while on the way to perform surgery on serious minor patients.
Yeah.
Huh? I want to believe that some doctors park their vehicles on the sidewalk while patients were dying, waiting for surgery, only for cocaine to pass. Because some police officers were escorting cocaine. Oh no, I also want to believe that some kind of woman were in labor, about to give birth. The midwife in Texas trying to run there to go save that woman. But her keke had to park on the side.
Yeah.
Because while the crowd and the other men, the Johnny Bolladin then were bringing wow with cocaine. So the woman got to park. So in this kind of situation, the citizens will look and say, well, these are the people we expected to fight the drug situation, to rescue us from the drug pandemic.
Drugs would have been enemy.
Number one. In fact, if they were catching people who involved with drugs, those people would not come from their cycle.
Yeah.
That is why all the independent Liberians, I'm talking about United Partisans with green brain and whatever the case. I mean, there are United Partisans who are objective. There's some, the brain is just the party color, green. I mean, they don't see things from the objective standpoint. I'm not talking about them.
And color doesn't think well.
No. When you put on blue jacket, say, oh, because CZ man, I would think CZ wear. Sometimes you're not thinking right.
Yeah.
And you put on your green jacket, you say because you UP green person, so you're not. No. So the point is the The objective United Partisans themselves, they know that this is not what we voted for. Almost all of the people who are being arrested and detained for drugs are people from within the government. You don't people living outside the system. It doesn't say anything good about a government that is supposed to fight drugs. Now, let it not be there that Jerome or Elessa talking say that people in the government bringing drugs. Let the record not reflect that this is the case. I want you to listen to Gregory Cuomo. I'm getting some kind of feedback. I want you guys to listen to Gregory Cuomo. I want you guys to take a time and listen to Greg. Yep. Gregory Cuomo told us that this issue of the drug in the country has been sanctioned by senior government officials. And that's why the Front Page Africa story he said this thing was carefully. And I want all the United Partisans in the different vehicles and on the palm tree, wherever you are sitting and listening to Alessa, Jerry, and myself. I want you to listen. Alessa, can read it. There's something. But Gregory Cuomo said this thing was carefully sanctioned by people in senior level of this government. Did he say Ellen government? Did he say George Weah government? He said of this government, Gregory Cuomo himself.
State actors at the very, very senior level of this government, at the very, very senior level of this government, of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay, let's go back to him. Listen to it.
Sanctioned as state actors at the very, very senior level of this government,
This thing has been sanctioned by state actors. Not ordinary state actors, senior state actors of this government, our government, the government of the Republic of Liberia. That's what he said.
At the very, very senior level of this government, of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay, that's one of the things he said. Now he came back to say that the drugs was escorted by senior officers of the Liberian National Police. And since he's the director of police, so he cannot call them senior officers, so he said junior officers, because he was the one speaking. But in the ranks of the Liberian National Police, these are senior officers and Gregory Cuomo boys.
A period of time. The first movement was assisted by state actors, not at the most senior level, but within operational command, people who had authority at some level. As such, today, the details will be out and shared directly with through the Press and Public Affairs of the Liberian National Police. We have identified key state actors who played a role in transporting, escorting the movement of these narcotic substances from the landing site.
Okay, so he said they have identified key state actors who play a role in escorting the narcotic substances from wherever to wherever. And that's why it's about to read something. That thing has to do with who gave the order. That's the dot who's trying to connect. So listen to Gregory. He can name those who were transporting.
To the holding ground, using police vehicles as escort.
Using police vehicle as escort. The police director who are appointed by President Joseph Boakai is informing the Liberian people that police vehicles under his care as Inspector General of Police, police vehicles were used to escort cocaine. They're not telling them who going to school not get capel. So the police escort them. For cocaine, hardcore cocaine, hard substance, police vehicles were used to escort cocaine. Listen to him. Listen to him, Kinley. Listen to him, Kinley. Go ahead.
One in the front, one in the back.
One in the front. Yeah. Greg, come say it.
Yeah, collected for public affairs
Uh-huh.
using police vehicles as escort.
Okay.
One in the front, one in the back.
Using police vehicles as escort. One in the front, one in the back. Then the drugs in the middle. So police vehicles were protecting the drugs from the front. Nobody can hear the drugs car. And they were protecting it from the back. Nobody can hear it. So they were in the middle. So the drugs had pile-up car and the drug had the advanced car. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean that the security protocol. Unless I don't look at me. In Congo, they got the pile-up car. And the car can be behind the secure package. Then the advanced team, the advanced team that didn't want in front there. The advanced car. So Gary come say the cocaine will be in the middle, police car in front, police car behind. The police was to protect also. They were protecting cocaine under a Joe Biden government, under a so-called quote-unquote rescue government.
Probably enemy number one.
Okay.
To the holding ground using police vehicles as escort.
Okay.
One in the front, one in the back. These officers have been identified. One, the chief of highway patrol.
The chief of highway patrol. Gary Coleman named the chief of highway patrol as one of the officers who used to be putting the cocaine in the middle, either inside now behind it or in front of it.
Mr. Wadea
Kwabo.
And also the chief of major crimes, Mr. Blake.
Okay, so the chief of highway patrol. So all the highway patrol officers in the Liberia, their chief used to be escorting cocaine. Then the chief of major crime, the chief of major crime can't call it title again, Greg. Can't call it title, Greg. Come on.
Officers have been identified. One is the chief of highway patrol.
Okay.
Mr. Wadea Kwabo.
The chief of highway patrol, Mr. Wadea Kwabo. So any highway patrol officer you see, like on the highway, they may not get a checkpoint in there. They are big men. They all are big men. They make it work out today and say to Banga, no more checkpoint there. No more checkpoint will be there. All you need to do is just to tell Greg, say, Chief, I'm going to checkpoint to Banga. That's all. But he's the chief of highway patrol. The highway patrol chief can escort cocaine. Who the next man, Greg?
And also the chief of major crimes, Mr. Blake.
Okay, the chief of major crimes, Mr. Blake. The chief of major crime, armed robbery, rape, murder, anything, any major crime that government will investigate, the chief.
So they all have the
yeah. So the chief of major crime, chief of big crime happening in the country, the boss man who's going to investigate. Like you boss a friend here in the community, carry the police station. The person who can investigate that the person B man we talking about. So the chief of major crime Republic of Liberia, all the 15 counties. He was part of people who then used to escort the drugs. We're talking in simple English here, we'll get it. Greg, come on, name me all men.
Who are subsequently charged, now in detention at the Liberia National Police Headquarters, and will be turned over to the court today for prosecution. We've also identified the deputy commander at the Roberts International Airport for the LDEA.
Okay, so the deputy commander for the LDEA, the airport, the deputy commander, they already identifying, yeah, we part of them too.
As a key actor as well. We have identified other state actors who we're working with. The investigation continues with them. When the time is right, we will be putting the information out.
Okay. So after he named the guys from the police, then Gregory Como came back and said there are key state actors.
Clear, this thing was definitely sanctioned as state actors at the very, very senior level of this government.
Okay. The man said this thing, Joe, you got it?
Precise.
Thank you. This thing was being carefully sanctioned.
And precise, and he's emphasizing as well.
Yes. Senior.
Yeah, I mean, there's no mistake in that.
No, he was definite about it.
Yeah.
This is Gregory Como and not General Roosevelt talking. This is the Inspector General of Police, the Republic of Liberia.
A big man for all the police.
Any policeman you see in the country, he a big man, and he talking so. What did he say? He said the drugs thing happening right now is being carefully sanctioned, meaning that people who is senior. Gary Como calling people senior. You know what I mean? People above him. Who they above Gary Como in the country? Who are his bosses? Those are senior officials. I mean, the people that can say yes, sir, chief. Too. Listen to Greg. Listen to Greg.
Sanctioned as state actors at very, very senior level.
He has been sanctioned by state actors at very, very senior level
Of this government.
Of this government.
Of the Republic of Liberia.
Of this government. Senior state actors of this government.
State actors at very, very senior level of this government.
State actors at very, very senior levels of this government. State actors at very, very senior level of this government.
Sanctioned as state actors at very, very senior level of this government. Of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay. Then Stanton Witherspoon, who is credited of being one of those who did a whole lot to bring Joe Barker to power. Stanton had this to say. Last night, about Gregor Como. So after Gregor Como finished naming the chief of highway patrol and the chief of major crimes, division,
and the deputy
at the LDA, and by the way, the chief of human resource of the Liberian National Police is the acting director of the Drug Enforcement Agency. So everybody in the drug business come from the police.
Why you be trying to get joined? There be 2%.
Thank you. Oh yes, I mean I like the trend.
Yeah.
I like the trend.
Yeah, all over. You be trying to get well.
Oh.
One party getting 2.
September 17th, there were plenty of professionals. How come the man is the SRO of the police, and he is also the head of the DEA?
Yeah,
He is still signing people's suspension letters.
The guy who was suspended from the police academy,
He signed.
it was Biago who signed that letter
wow.
as the SRO of the police, but he is the acting head of the DEA.
No, why Greg and me answering?
So you understand?
Yeah.
You get in the call.
Yeah.
So on what basis is Greg so confident in Biago that he is willing for Biago to be at LDA
At
the same time serving in his capacity as HR? Is the Unity Party that dumb?
They don't have anyone who is qualified enough to.
Is the Unity Party that out of professionals? Is the party that
large professional people?
so is the party that bring dream? Are they at the level where they cannot provide a single individual to either be head of DEA or HR of the police? The Liberian National Police is not short of men. There are serious professionals in the police. Master degree holders, Alexa,
Yeah.
in uniform.
Especially the people who can brag about education. They have plenty.
People did human resource management. They are in the police. I can name over 10 human beings. In fact, there are some people in the police now who did human resource management. If I open line for them to text me, they will text and tell me. So you mean the government could not find, could not find one of them to replace Biago who are gone to LDA? But the dots are now connecting.
Mm-hmm.
The dots are connecting. How come the DEA man is the same HR to Greg?
Yeah, that's Greg's mentee.
All these people Greg Nimi are his personal bodyguards, his buddies at the police.
You run operation for him.
Look, when you become the head of the police, you have a privilege to change county commanders,
Yeah.
depot commanders, then the directors, the head of major division.
Now you the help of the whole country.
You are the president of the police.
Yeah.
The head of major crimes. The party Sulu were using another man in charge today. Greg removed that man.
Mhm.
You understand it? Greg removed that man.
Mhm.
So these guys who you are naming are your guys, and that's why the front page annual report is asking, Who gave them the order?
Get in the order.
But why we are going to be asking from Africa who gave the order? This is why Stanton Witherspoon, a man who brought Joe Biden to power to Spoon Talk. This is what he said last night. Y'all listen.
Tomorrow will be a big show, right? We got Ramsey coming on. We got everybody coming on. This thing about the ship on the water. This thing about the drugs issue. New names coming up, right? Senator Weber Brown said, "My son told me," and we'll play.
Okay, so Senator Weber Brown, you remember?
Yeah.
Weber Brown is a senator of Maryland County.
His son.
His son is part of the police people who Gregory Como say exploited the drugs, right?
Quabo, is it?
Maybe not.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Quabo or Brown?
No. Quabo.
Quabo. Okay. Somebody please. What that Quabo says. So somebody please. I mean,
what that man?
And Gregory Brown, my own country, I can't go to the office anyway. Different discussion, different.
I know.
No, never. But I mean, you know me, I like visiting people. Love me go to the office. Hoodie. You go there, you can say you go pay for money. You know, but let's go to the issue. I get trouble too. Let's go to the issue.
Well, let me say you get trouble.
So Stanton is saying, Blabber Brown, Senator Blabber Brown, J. Blabber Brown, told people, in fact, on the Spoon Talk, that his son told him that he did not wake up one morning to go escort cocaine.
What power does he have?
And so said, but Papa, look at me now. That me want to escort 300 million cocaine on my own. Where? I received instruction. I was ordered. I was told to do so. That what Stanton saying.
Somebody call him to go escort the cocaine. Saying about the drugs issue, new names coming up, right? Senator Weber Brown said, "My son told me," and we'll play that clip. Somebody call him to go escort the cocaine. Who called Senator Weber Brown's son? Now all eyes on Gregory. I don't want to go ahead of our program tomorrow. I will leave this with you. The call came from Gregory Como.
Okay. This is from Stanton Witherspoon. Because Stanton, the puppet confided in Stanton. The senator might have confided in Stanton, and told Stanton said, "Look, my man, my son said that he bought me call here. My son not going to go down the drain."
This is off record.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you, behind the scene, yeah. Apparently, the puppet confided in Stanton, and because Stanton is Stanton, if Morgan Webb,
it's okay.
Backing, he say, "I will talk it." Listen.
The police RG. Listen to this. And I will end here. I'm not going for the Councilor. President Walker will do the next.
Okay.
The call came from Gregory Como.
Okay.
The police RG.
Thank you.
I will leave this with you. The call came from Gregory Como. The police RG. Listen to this. Senator Weber Brown's son. Now all eyes on Gregory. I don't want to go ahead of our program tomorrow. I will leave this with you. The call came from Gregory Como, the police RG.
Okay. And this squabble, man. I'm sure it is squabble.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. This squabble, man, is an adopted son of Senator Blabber Brown. Okay. You know, small, the baby adopted him. Okay. Yeah, the baby own son. But I have a son. You know, you live with me when you're small, you get big now. So now you know your own part. Yeah. I mean, you consider your part. Simple, I looking. So, Kwabo said, "Look, on my own, what do you know about drugs business? Even though there's a tech part."
Yeah, because I have a question, right?
I will not save Kwabo.
Yeah.
Because under the law in the paramilitary cycle, they say you can obey your superiority. Obey. But do not obey unlawful order.
But why is the one that says obey?
That someone can do Satu Amitan. No, rebel days. That's not in the book. Obey. No, that way back. No. Jerome.
Listen.
If your commander look at you and says, "Shoot your family," like Unfortunate Day.
Are you going to?
Unfortunate Day, people standing out there, then your commander look at you and say, Hey. You say, yeah,
you
hold
know,
on, hold
I
on.
come in, you know sorry to say, but you know the rebel can borrow because the rebel feel that they are not rebels. They borrow from the military.
No. So
I can give you an instant where a guy, they explain a story. Listen to this. This guy went in his own community, and he wanted to have from this killing people. And they told the man he was with, the man said, kill the person right in front of his people. And he said, no, man, he trying to say my gun not good. The man said, okay, use my gun. He has to obey the order and kill that man. Obey.
The rebel did
no,
not.
I come in now. That why I'm making the reference. The rebel, the way you can take rebel, I don't know how they can take that sound. They can take that sound as military people.
But even the criminality is to be bad.
So
but it doesn't mean what he's doing is good.
Obey that military thing. That's why.
No. Wait.
Go ahead, Alexa.
So we're not going back to obey, right? I
No.
have a question, right?
No, we're not doing that.
So you said something about, okay, this man received an order from his superior.
Somebody instructed him.
Who is
and that person must be his superior.
Obviously.
He instructed him.
So he listened and he took that order, and then he decided to do what he was told to do.
Good.
So my question is, did he know that he was escorting something that is cocaine related, or
so the investigation will have to uncover it.
Exactly.
And that is where we're going. Now the point is, Stanton said he received information. The first one is Senator Barbara Brown was public about this on Stanton's show. That, hey, my son said somebody instructed him to move the drugs. Senator Barbara Brown took our part to play in this thing. And we're telling him the part he has to play. Thank God he must send.
So when did his son actually tell him that?
Apparently when his son was arrested also.
Okay.
Because there's a thing, Alexa, I can be at the radio station, in my office and take my bag and say, Jonathan, can't carry my bag to my car. In most instances, Jonathan will dare not tell me, bossman, what's in the bag.
Obviously.
Like it doesn't concern
and what's in the bag you tell me to carry to your car.
That is disrespectful. So
Thank you.
It is none of his business.
Jonathan is not going to do that to me. I mean, to do that, I will look and say, Alexa, what the boy want to do? What the man want to do? I think we got to get in letter.
Yeah, you suspended.
And so he takes the bag and say, okay, my boss must carry my bag to a car. He will carry it and put it to the car.
If he is not a
if there is a report to come, we'll go review the CCTV camera and say, oh, the bag, I bet where had the drugs. That Jonathan took it from the office of carry soon, so play the Jonathan will come and say, no. Their bag, I was sitting down by myself on my phone playing my game.
Yeah.
Bossman called me and said, I'm gonna carry the bag to his car. But bossman, the bag he said I'm gonna carry the car, the bag the boss said Gavin draws it not my bag. So Kwabo will have to come open and say that you want to keep protecting Greg. While you are going down, you are protecting Greg?
And that would be anybody by advice to give to him.
Thank you.
Because you're an accomplice.
Yeah, 1 week ago when you were checking Kwabo's name on the website or on Google, you're not going to see indicted with drugs.
There'll be nothing accusing you of being
from the time he was arrested, indicted, his name changed on the international level
to a drug suspect.
Yeah, so he has to take that into consideration.
Thank you.
That he cannot protect somebody.
And that's why Senator Barbara Brown, who is a lawmaker, a very respectable statesman, she also muster the courage to encourage his son. Alexa,
because at this point his son has to clear his own name.
Good.
Like that's the most important.
So his son should be able to disclose who gave you the order, because they're going to go to court. Now, if you said there, Kwabo, and it's good Barbara Brown is listening to me. Once Maryland listening to the show, and they will tell you.
Somebody finish calling.
If you calling, if you telling.
That's the power of freedom hub.
Your son cannot bear the burden of somebody else.
Yeah.
That you went to Stanton and told Stanton that your son took instruction from somebody is a clear indication that you believe your son, is a clear indication that your son will not do drugs willingly.
So who did he?
So your son should must have the courage to say who did.
Yeah. Even though Stanton had already said his own piece,
good,
right?
But
still, his son needs to be very clear with it.
And I understand how these things are. Oh, you tell me and say I don't want to give you the bag to carry downstairs, I will sack you.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay.
My name is already listed.
So
I mean,
Kwabo got everything to forfeit in the event where he is going to go down. Because what is happening? You know how the cartel.
But Oliver, how long is he going to do it? Because I'm not saying this government is going to go, but he's a young person.
Mhm.
When it comes to democracy, the government has 3 more years. So is he going to? I'm not saying the government is going to go or whatsoever. I'm just saying if he wants to be the sacrificial lamb forever.
So the point is,
And he is a professional man. That's number one. He's a security
Good.
personnel. So
Yeah,
he is
yeah.
now a politician that
There-
when the government leaves, he automatically has to
So
leave.
he has to expose.
So he needs to be able to clear his own
There
name because
are-
his
that's my
reputation
point.
is on
look,
the
I
line.
got plenty of friends in the basement. Somebody confided in me that this is a professional man.
Okay.
I mean, they told me that Kwabo is a professional guy.
Okay.
I mean, very, very professional in your operation. The other guy to say, I mean, went to the UN, served the UN. They've been in the professional stuff. The point is, you will not have to go down for somebody who gave you instruction passing around.
Yeah.
So the Brother Brown should ensure that his son Kwabo should say the truth. Because in the end, if he doesn't do that, look, this is how the cartel work. The cartel guys are very tactical and criminal in their approach, in the way they do things.
Mhm.
They look at the middlemen and say, look, you know what? We'll let you guys then we'll go free them. Kwabo, you may receive assurance from above. You see what I mean? You'll go inside.
Good day from there.
And you'll go to jail. In fact, once you go to jail, some evening then will come with one black guy will put you there, will go chill. And you'll be in one house whole week. Oh yeah? Oh, Jerry, you looking at me?
I'm only thinking about his children. In school, people
So
say,
like that your children not see you.
no, in school, people will say,
Your
you're
back and sell drugs. So I know you got some of these assurances. People kind of say, oh man, you wanna enter in that place with a few minutes, man. Press you, put you jail, in the night you sleep. Maybe the next night will go there in the morning, put you in the sun and carry you to one of the Airbnb, building, will put you there 3 weeks. If your next court appearance date
Tuesday.
August 15, on August 14, we'll go for you to your Airbnb, to your hotel, in the net, carry you in jail. Soon in the morning, people see you coming from inside with your orange suit, and we'll put you in the car, carry you to the court.
You can't forget about the orange suit to the place where you go.
They will be in the car. We'll carry you to the court.
That's killing.
After the court operation, put you in the paper again, carry back to the prison. Woo, I say, yeah, Kwabo in jail. I guess it's supposed in jail when they go to court, they can be fat.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
They were saying that about the injured Stupa case.
Okay, all right, bro. So these kind of assurances can come. I know that for a fact. Oh yeah, I know that for a fact. I know that. I mean, that's it. You don't ask me how I know. So you may have some of the assurance, my man. You're going to, you're just go there. We'll do. In fact, while you're outside having conversation, the man will go and clean that prison, put the flash screen TV, run the hot water, everything there. And you can be even trample some Olo show that to your the arrangement is done.
Why are you passing by that fast?
Olo show.
You got Papa. I don't know what it is.
People who know.
Today, I'm not saying anything.
Right? So I know somebody arrangement can be made. I know the cartel got that power. My man, you just go there. Any food you think, any liquor you think, what we put it inside in your cell. You understand that?
Money in the water.
We'll give it to you. Anything you want, we'll give it. Whatever the case is, we'll give it to you. But your name is important. It's in the Brown will have to tell his son. Regardless of whether they were getting VIP treatment in the prison, regardless of whether they were taking from there and carrying to one big hotel on the highway, you'll be there until your next court appearance. What is essential is the over 20 plus years that he has built for himself in the security sector.
And the one he has to move ahead with.
To do that, Greg is police director today because he went through the line.
Yeah.
He did not get caught up in some of the issues. Today he's police director. Who told you Kwabo can be police director? Somebody can make Kwabo vice president tomorrow. So the Borough Brown could support a political party tomorrow and that party wins. And part of the political dividend is to say, "Lo, you have my son police director. My son a train man.
Yeah.
You have a future." To sit and allow people to instruct you to go do wow for drugs. You check out maybe that 10,000 or 5,000 they give you.
No, they get them 10,000 according to the report, and the two guys, Kwabo and the other guy, divided it 5,000.
Why let people live 10,000?
Okay.
No, but
Like-
no, they're not 10,000. The money you listen to those guys on the video. The people pump millions in this.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And let's let me tell you something. And let's slack a bit from this conversation. The Liberian National Police and the Armed Forces of Liberia, those two institutions need to be investigated. I'm saying this on my record. And let the record reflect that I can saying it. There are some transactions these institutions are into that's so lucrative, and the government can lose a lot of money. And as the end result, the soldiers, the citizens, the officers can be the victims.
Yeah.
Look at B Mountain, for example. We got AFL officers assigned to B Mountain. The gun they can be using the armed forces there. You can see that gun in Memorial. Hey, anybody who gone to B Mountain before, the person listening to the radio will tell you say KOK saying the truth. And that doesn't apply to B Mountain alone. All of the mining companies in this country and lucrative concession companies. The ERU officers assigned to those places. Those companies pay zero amount of money to the police.
Directly
To the inspector general and the order of the hierarchy. Sometimes, Jerome, sometimes they pay up to $2,000 US per police officer per month. Those policemen will go take us in that 200 and get added on the man pay plus his regular pay at all.
The Brandon Samuka was doing.
Do we know where the rest of the other money going to? So this kind of arrangement, it is possible. They may not look at Kwabo and say, "Look, special operation."
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Special operation. And special operation, you can ask your boss man what special what in the special operation.
Never.
He said, what is it? He said there's a van coming with special operation, go and escort it.
And you don't even know what will happen tomorrow on that operation. You just there to implement.
Because sometimes the reason why the head of the different institutions can't tell the junior police officer what they're going to escort is because if the man is aware of what he's going to escort, there is a probability that he can make arrangement to do inside trading.
Yeah.
Like if you tell me, say, my man, that car down there that's so gold from B Mountain, you're going to protect. If I got criminal behavior, I could say, oh, I tell my man, I say, oh man, we'll be passing by your factory. I tell we just say, your pop cannot on the rule. You have fire in the air, I'll tell my man, I say, we'll run away. You can't take it. Later on, we'll go, can't go share.
Yeah.
I suppose him anything.
Operation.
Yeah, operation. So sometimes your boss will not tell you why you going for. The only thing you say, make sure that car is cleared. Yeah. No traffic, Moholi. Yeah. Once you not know, you can arrange for it.
All over. Sorry. Well, you can remember, I was telling you, I said, it is impossible. Sorry to carry you behind and sorry for this. When the people say about the Texas stuff, I say it is impossible because the drugs people, thank you for this. They don't waste time.
No.
They don't come and go for Texas. You
no.
can't stop the man.
No.
And yeah, we are.
They go for clear passage.
Thank you.
So in most of these security things, like I had to go to the B Mountain thing to let you know that they send these soldiers that even, do you know that the Central Bank of Liberia paying for each police officer taking care of that Central Bank? Do you know? In a government bank?
Yeah.
But the Central Bank is paying extra money to the Liberian National Police. Police director, wait. But other than they ate that money, all of them, they ate that money. Today, Greg said eating some of that money.
Wow.
The officer, yeah, look at the officer, yeah, gave you 150.
And you think he say you not go?
What about you? Your real salary at 175, and the ID put you on the CBO exam. Don't you know 150 there or 200? How much? And at 3 something you getting? They may happy. So in that 6 months, you on that contract, in 6 months time, you'll be making that maybe 6 months coming to any boy wire again, they get additional 6 months. So that junior officer, he feels that's good money, but above the line, CBO are paying almost $2,500 for each of the officers.
Which goes in the pocket.
But so in this kind of drug trafficking thing, it is possible these guys, you know, Aji was a look, or somebody else say, oh man, so gonna car coming about water side. It's a special operation. Because some of the covert briefing the director of police can get, some of the covert briefing your senior officer can get, you down the line, you can get it. Yeah. So very smart, like me, if a president was Sierra Leone, a president was Sierra Leone. Why Sierra Leone? I just only saying, Sierra Leone, our country, or a president of Ivory Coast.
And our president for Norway.
No, Liberia. Norway and Liberia not get both.
No, I'm just telling you.
No, let's
Why you
president
don't
for
choose
Liberia.
Liberia?
Let's do
I
the
choose Norway.
Okay, I'm president for Liberia.
I'm president for Norway.
You're president for Arcos, for example. So I want to make it relatable.
Okay, Princess the president for Liberia.
Nothing.
Me, I
So
can't be president
okay,
for
none of
Norway.
you. I'm president for Liberia. Osti is the president for Arcos, right?
Let John do Austin.
So it is possible. No, I'm saying this.
Yeah.
I'm president for Liberia. Osti is the president for Arcos.
Mm.
It is possible I got a second family. Also my family. As the president of Sierra Leone, maybe I got money, I got other family, and I want my family to come to Liberia and can chill. But my friend who is the president of Liberia, I want to tell him, man, you got to provide
She good.
be happy for my second family because you have said, you know, when your children can free time, I'll do the same.
Of course.
You know, kind of operation, the GM officer will not know anything about the secure package.
Yeah.
You just look at your quite direct, but so man, go to Bowalasak. So gonna, 2 cars there. You'll provide protection for it. Make sure no traffic, no hurdles. You'll carry post to the Boulevard Party Hotel. Simple.
Yeah.
You're not telling me who they own the car because they say who they own the car. That officer will know. You go tell somebody, find tell somebody. They follow the inside. Look, gotta know. Say,
so confidentiality.
Thank
is
you. Confidentiality is key.
Yeah, it is very
So
key.
in most instances, these small officers they can know the details about the mission they are going for.
You're called to do a piece of work. Go ahead, you do it, and you're done. You
So
go by
they
this
can
way.
know.
So you don't need to know all
Because
the details.
so now you don't even know who you're escorting. Because they don't want you to know.
Yeah.
I can be president, my friend, I'm president in the other country, and man saying girlfriend, us Nigerian to the well God, you security not gotta know. When they know they'll start talking. And when they're talking, my man inside alone, when the news boss out, he will get issue with me. I mean preso to preso, and I keep the man secret.
Yeah.
You got a call? So when the junior officers, they don't bother questioning the issue because they are normal routine in the security
they
sector.
gotta go and do their operation.
That one you call obey. That ain't there.
It's always.
I mean, that's it right there.
Yeah.
So kind of instances where you kind of like, oh man, who's on a 5G?
Yeah.
Because you know that you did special service, but it's possible you may not know what is in a special service.
Then you come back to the human thinking apart from security. You say, my boy may give me 5,000.
5K for this thing, this and that.
That means
some kind of ways.
that's one thing.
Yeah. but like that, you operate.
Yeah, you operate
Until it backfire,
like this.
you cannot know what is in it.
Yeah.
So once it backfire, and in the event where you did not know at the time it was happening,
Yeah.
like maybe in the case of Kwabo, if Kwabo did not know what he was transporting, and when he received maybe small token at the end of the day, there is nothing wrong in you going to the state and say, look, listen,
I was just following order.
it is a normal standard operating procedure in the force that when your commanding officer instructs, you must obey.
Yeah.
I didn't know why I was obeying. I didn't know what I was escorting. The order came from above. It either came from 102, the order came from 103, it came from 100, it came from my superior authority. I implemented the order, but I didn't know what I was escorting. I got the order. At that level, the superior respondent theory will be cited. The superior respondent. Who get the instruction? At the commander.
Yeah.
Okay. Who say I'm gonna call at the radio station? So I said under my wall, one day, I go and say, you know what, that whole radio station call it off. DJ U is on air. He said, why, chief? I said, call it off. What is he gonna do?
You call it off.
Maybe while he was on air, the CEO are listening. Because the cover listen to DJ U play music. So I think go call her. Because the cover the telephone call DJ U, my man. What happened? The station call her? He said, oh, Chike gets him call it off. Right there, he's exonerated.
Yeah.
Because he received an instruction.
He received an instruction?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, why you call it radio chief? I just tired of the station to be on. Oh, my man. Why? I don't want to listen to the
Let
station.
me ask you, let me write a checkpoint. Does the law work that way?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It is only difficult when you choose to keep a DJ hero say, gee, he said, why you call it? He said, oh, gee, he won't tell anything serious. At that level, if the chick get vexed, the chick can order the security say, put that DJ hero man outside. In fact, if he not touch ground and read downstairs. Because it means he's trying to take upon himself what he did not do. He's trying to cover me up.
My fear is when you leave the military or when you leave the security sector, you go into the justice system where they say you either a bit some kind of criminal stuff.
Except
and that is why I'm asking if the law.
Except your initial response to the charges will be defending or something else.
Okay.
You can plead innocent.
Yeah.
And you can make your declaratory stuff. You can say, look, but listen, yeah, true, I escorted this, but I didn't know why I was escorting.
Okay.
I got instructed.
That means your lawyer can defend
Somebody instructed me. He didn't tell me what I was going for. In the police, I am supposed to I'm supposed to execute orders from my bosses. Because when the chain of command investigation starts, it goes to the boss. The boss man, what happened to the police there? The police are not everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. So they say, oh, one policeman raped dogfight in Uganda, for example. Listen up.
The
police are not everywhere, right? For example, they say one policeman, okay, credit there, strike sky in Uganda. I don't want to say rape dogfight, but it's one policeman credit there, strike sky in Uganda. Greg Como is not in Uganda, right? So the president calls Greg and said, look, what happened? He said, police were crediting strike now. He said, well, Chief, I don't know, but hold on. Give me a few minutes, Chief. What is Greg going to do? Ganta? Which county? In Nima County? He's going to call the commander of Nima County. Is a commander? They say in Ganta, somebody created a scratch card. One policeman created a scratch card. The commander too may not be all over Nima. Maybe in San Nicolas when that happened. What is he going to do? He's going to call Ganta depot commander. Oh, depot commander. RG just come in and say, somebody cried that guy in Uganda there. Maybe the police commander too was saying that Avino, he was not there. He got a patrol, the chief of patrol. Uganda said, man, chief of patrol, you. They said somebody cried that guy in Uganda today or yesterday. He said, Ochi, I don't know, but let me call the police radio. Then you know the list more Alpha Charlie, Bravo, who don't do skaka thing here. I mean, say, Ochi, that Jerome. Then he would turn around and call. That patrol officer will call the Uganda police commander. Police commander will come and call the Nima, commander. The Nima commander will come back now and call headquarters RG. And RG will say, oh, you sure the RG room? He say, yeah. So why you mean pass number to call everything? What all the information? When you join the force, which class, all that information they give it to the HR. Then you go to the president and president back out in rehab. Say, Papi, the man who say rip the dog fight in Uganda.
When you come out the dog.
That's what, no, I mean, we have to make our people understand, and these are the relatable way we can do it, right?
Yeah.
So the man who say rape the dog, that means the S, Y, and Z.
Credit card.
That's how it is done. So in this case, Senator Brother Brown will have to tell Wada Kwabo that regardless of whatever the pressure you are going through or whatever promises they are making, because I know how these guys can operate.
Mm-hmm. Once they are in problem, they can say it to
I mean, don't worry. I mean, listen. Sister K, yeah. We'll put you also after 4-5 more. And, we'll work our way through the code, everything, this and that. But lay low. Nobody will pressure you. Nobody will beat you. Will not do anything. Nobody will not put no pin in you to say extracting evidence from you. And so now you go to police, the man be slapping you to get the truth from you.
Yeah.
They'll tell you, man, you guys say, so we'll not do that to you now. You know you're out, man. Regardless of all those assurances they may give you, I said they may. I'm not saying they might. I mean, I'm not saying it's possible. It's definite. But regardless of all these things, you have a character to protect, a reputation to uphold, a police professional career to keep soldiering through. Who made the call? Who did the ordering? And that's why it's contained in the Front Page Africa report. Who instructed? Who gave the instruction? That's what we need to know. And the reason why we are interested, Gregor Como himself told us in this country that there are key stake actors in senior positions of the Liberian government. He said this government.
Mm-hmm. The man's school going is on your own government.
The government wants to fight drugs. They are key actors. And that statement was made after he finished naming all the policemen. Mm-hmm. All the people who they arrested, they finished arresting them, everything. Then he turned around. He said, all the things what the men are doing, these things are being sanctioned by key senior actors. For Greg to say senior, I mean I put them who are above him. Mm-hmm. And not a junior comrades he was calling senior. Hello, you were not calling a senior. You were calling people above him. Who are those above Greg that he referred to as the SYZ. Because apparently the boy that to got instruction from somewhere. No, no, no. Before I allow you to
No,
come
no,
in.
no, don't jump me, but let Princess read.
That's why I want to go
Yeah,
to.
You
don't
guys should
jump.
get done,
Yeah,
and then
don't.
I'll read.
No,
It is possible.
no.
Because it is.
Whatever you want, shoot. Don't shoot.
No, it is possible
Don't shoot.
that he too may have
No.
gotten.
Yeah, I said don't shoot.
That's true. I listen to you.
That
Please go and read what from the Africa posted. Go ahead, quickly. We gotta go to the lines.
Okay, just a minute.
Who instructed? Who gave the order?
So this is for the record. This is a 10-minute read, and there's no way to say I'm not going to read this part but I'm going to try. So it says, inside Liberia's cocaine scandal, where the police became suspects, who gave the order? And this is by Rodney Steele himself. So the taste it and I'm joking thing.
Yeah.
We gotta miss it. So it says, picture the road before anyone official wants you to. A van, a truck, and a tucked in front and behind. Headlights. This is like a description of.
Mhm.
So let me just forget about this part.
Mhm.
It is a description. If you know literature, you know what I'm talking about. Coleman named them himself at a press briefing at the Ministry of Information in the flat, controlled voices of a man choosing his words because the alternative was worse. Wadel Kwabo,
Mhm.
chief of the police's highway patrol section,
Good.
and Anthony T. Blay, chief of the financial crime division. We have identified key state actors who played a role in transporting, escorting the movement of these narcotic substances from the landing site to the holding ground using police vehicles as escorts. One in front, one in the back, he said. Both men were picked up at the police headquarters and comments said, sent to court the same day. The first time Liberian authorities have accused their own serving officers of physically moving the drugs rather than simply looking the other way once the drugs were already in cell block. Even the government can't quite agree with itself on how it happened. I hope you guys are hearing this.
Mhm.
The executive mansion's own account has the pair moving a consignment from Vincenttown on the Bomi Highway to the vicinity of Mecca Mart in Thinkoff Village, Pinsville, a route that doesn't obviously line up with Coleman's description of an escort running from a coastal landing site to a holding ground. Nobody has reconciled the two versions publicly. So Gregory gave two descriptions of blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
Uh, what isn't in dispute is the plaintiff fight underneath both accounts.
Good.
Officer whose entire job was enforcing Liberia's drug laws allegedly drove the cocaine to where it would be hidden, and they were paid for the favor. Investigators say an envelope holding roughly 10,000. You said that, so I
Mhm.
think I have to.
Mhm.
Nobody can say Liberia wasn't warned. Sometime in September 2025, someone inside the country's own security services sat down and wrote President Boakai a memoir that read back now feels almost cruel in its accuracy. Later obtained by the Monrovia outlet Front-Page Africa, it told him plainly that traffickers had already gotten a foothold inside Liberia's anti-narcotics agency and that the country was sliding toward becoming a narco state without urgent reform. For most of a year, nothing about that warning became public. It just sat there in a drawer somewhere while the thing it predicted kept happening anyway. Then, on June 8th, screening officers at Rapids International Airport noticed something wrong with buses declared as Belgian cubes and country cloth bound for Europe. Inside, 198 compressed plates of cocaine, 237.6 kilograms, worth more than 19 million. It should have been the story of the year. Instead, nearly every principal suspect in that case was gone from the country before police finished the paperwork, and it became a preview of something worse. 6 weeks later, On July 21, a joint task force kicked in the door of a house in Painesville and found what the June case had only hinted: 3,971 kilograms of processed cocaine packed alongside GPS trackers, Starlink, satellite,
Mhm.
terminals, driving suits.
We got all the
So there's a part that says 5 agencies, one signature.
Mhm.
What started at two what started as 2 seizures has, in the space of a single week, become the widest personnel purge anyone in Monrovia can remember. On July 30th and 31st, the executive mansion put its name to the dismissal, suspension, or recall of at least 10 officials spread across 5 institutions: Rapper International Airport, the National Police, the National Security Agency, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, and in a twist, nobody saw coming, the Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection. The list reads like a roll call of the case itself: Mark Egon Koa, Deputy Director for Operations at RIA, whose name had already turned up in the government's own charge sheet, was dismissed. Okay, okay. I know where I'm going. Just a minute. A day before, uh 1 minute, I want to get a part. Okay. Sanction at very, very senior level. This is the part.
That's the point. That's the point
Yeah.
we want to go to.
I told you guys it is a 10-minute read, so you gotta take it easy. We will start it here. It says it was Coleman's own words that traveled further, though, and he didn't look like a man enjoying saying them, pressed on how nearly 4 tons of cocaine could move through a small country undetected. He didn't hedge, didn't soften it, didn't reach for a safer version of the sentence. These traffickers, Greg is being quoted, by the way, these traffickers would never be brave to enter our country with this particular extent of narcotic substances. He told reporters they had assistance. Asked to go further, he went further. This thing was definitively sanctioned by state actors at very, very senior level, Comment said,
We just play it.
and then told reporters the investigation had reached back to 2021 and was examining people who had held presidential appointments between 2019 and 2023, a window that belongs to the previous government, not this one. He named no one. He produced no documents. He didn't say whether a single former official had actually been questioned yet. Justice Minister Onso Twe, who leads the joint investigative team, got the harder question next. Was the president's own son being shielded? There will be no limits, Twe said. We will not jump on people because the crowd out there is yelling. Everything will be evidence based. If the evidence leads to you, you will be investigated. Coleman didn't leave it there. He reached back further still to story older than this candor and in its way more hopeful. Us drug enforcement administration operation requested by then President Ellen Johnson's deliverance from 2008 to 2013. He said, I want to get to a point. Okay. Not everyone is satisfied that Thursday's purge goes far enough. And independent Senator Amarakone Wapolu County is one of the loudest voices saying he didn't withhold credit where it was due. I welcome President Joseph Boakai's action to dismiss and suspend security. This step is crucial to rebuild trust and uphold integrity within our system. But then came the turn nearly everyone expected. However, removing low and mid level officers is just the beginning. What Connor is really asking is the same question Coleman's own words invited. If this was sanctioned from the very, very senior level, why does the list of the dismissed stop at deputy directors
Thank you.
and division chiefs?
Thank you.
This is a question.
That's the point. So the point is, I mean, the caption was just catchy, and it didn't go much to say the actual part. That's the same thing the three of us been saying the whole of today. Gregor Coleman told us, it will play a voice here multiple times, that there are key stakeholders in senior positions of this government. It was later on he tried to fix it to say from way 2019, this and that. But I mean, nobody crazy here. The United Party government that I know will get record on a CDC government official who is star to the drug issue and I wanna in Hancock in jail. COVID-19 rise what Master Kimi had and share in the country to poor people. They put Master Kimi and Mary Brown in jail for A because they were connected to CDC. Hello? Mm-hmm. They carry Master Kimi and Mary Brown to jail because they were connected to common rest. Hello? Rise up.
Like the same people can buy.
Rest that if you ask Master Kimi and Mary Brown say they 300 bag of red wine will get to your buy, they will pay for it. No, I'm saying this to you.
The people do not rest.
There's United Party. The United Party will know say a CDC official is involved with drugs and I wanna in jail. He not in jail. So there is no way you look. There are certain things you can fix. Mm-hmm. The most comical thing the government is attempting to do is to want to politicize the shame that's happening in the country.
Oh, taking the scene with the shame.
I mean, that's what they want to do. Who in their mind in the country now know the government has deprived Joshua of using the airport VIP lunch that he himself built. That our government will know say a CDC official is involved with drugs and not put him on. Or
to prove a point, a political point.
Do you know how the government sweating on the drugs issue? They will use that one CDC official to brief if they have one. So nobody should waste our time. The government want CDC go break for headquarters. The next day they can go do homecoming.
When Joey come out of
the country, they go welcome me. They will put Kissy Oman in the Kilobin boss and carry them to the airport to go welcome Joe Baca too. That the government you say will get people who they know involved with drug business from CDC government and they will not put them in jail. I mean, spare us all of that. Spare all of that. The truth of the matter is, Gregor Como said, look, sometimes the Oman said that God beating them so, the Abraham and Saleh Oman. Greg did not even realize when he got to saying the things he said, Alexa.
No, Oliver.
You know when you're being pressured,
Oliver,
and you're on
a political commentator. You understand the African and Liberian politics.
Okay, okay.
Gregor Como, you think that statement that it is a threat to central government that the man is telling you that the person who called me to implement the drug business and listen to his tone.
Oh yeah.
The man is emphasizing.
And so he was clear.
That man is threatening the government professionally.
Indirectly.
Yeah.
You said I said Kwabo then to Jake.
Yeah.
You said I said what other name? What the other guy name? I don't want to know any. You said I said my chief of traffic and my chief of investigation to Jay. Let me let you know. This thing has been sanctioned by key individuals in senior position in this government.
Gregory is telling those people.
He giving code.
Yeah. And that's why people don't understand.
That if y'all sit down there with your political thing and y'all be acting funny, y'all just know say I'm not going down alone.
That's the point. You know the people supposed to sack Gregory the Gunter?
Oh yeah.
But because of that threat.
So if y'all sit down there and y'all say you're playing fun. By the time I need counts, I'll call him. And this is where whether you like him or you can hate him. When President Weah government was confronted with this 16 billion CBL situation. And records from the CBL started to show that no money missing here. We with the CBL, we didn't see money missing here. And Felber Brown and other journalists started to say money missing. And the opposition community started to say money missing. Government started to explain the citizens could not listen. They were not willing to accept the government. President Weah, who we say is not a political figure, who we say is not an administrative guru, What did he do? He commissioned an investigation of international institutions
As president.
when his government was hit with a critical situation in the country involving 16 billion LD. He invited Crow, an investigative
American.
firm from America. They're into financial crime investigation, everything. He invited Crow through USAID, the US Embassy, and several other international institutions to say, look, I am the president. Journalists say money missing. I do not want to trust my police because when my police come up with any investigation, the people say that my police. I don't want to trust my FIU. So I want you guys to come and work with people and you'll find what was the case. Whoever you recommend will do justice to them. Whatever you say will do justice. They arrested the late Charles Sharif, Double Haba, Milton Weeks for procedural errors on Sotine. Not because they stole money, but for procedural errors, part of the investigation. And that thing was investigated. At the end of the day, the American report came out and said no 16 billion were ever missing. At this level, if President Bwaka's hands are so clean, if his cherry hands are clean, because the cartel said his son Jojo Bwaka is involved with the drugs thing. If Joe Bwaka's hands are clean, if his son Jojo Bwaka's hands are clean, if the other son Tantan hands are clean, if his vice president Jeremiah Kuhn hands are clean, if all of them got clean hands in the drug issue, what they would do is to send for an independent investigators to join the investigative process and ensure that transparency will be at the center stage of this investigation, because you cannot have fingers pointed at the police director who is also drawing charges. Yeah. How come the man is being accused, but other people say he's being part of it, but he is the one charging people to court? How can an alleged corporate is also the one processing people to court? An independent investigator will establish whether Greg is innocent or not, but then he has recused himself. Yeah. He's no longer the head of police. He's on a suspension pending, the final investigation. That's what a serious government that is committed to transparency and accountability will do.
And committed to fighting drugs.
George Weah did that. When he was confronted with the 16 billion situation, he called on the Americans to investigate. The records are here. Go to the embassy, the U.S. embassy. They got a report. You said got a report to Crow. That's what we expect this government to do. Invite. Look, America got good relationship with the FBI, with the U.S. The FBI can send us some people. The U.S. can send us some serious intelligence officers. ECOWAS can lend us on the Nigerian EFCC. You know the EFCC in Nigeria? Yeah. They can give us some of their folks. When you have a collaboration of international firms investigating the issue, it reduces the chance of bribing. You may succeed in bribing the Nigerians who will come. You may not succeed in bribing the Americans. You may not succeed in bribing the people from the European Union. You may not succeed in bribing the people from ECOWAS. But the guy that seen Gregor Kuma, who stand and say, issue the order to Wada Kwabo then to transfer the drugs, to make him in charge of it. When the last time you saw how they call? I'm about to submit on this one quickly before we do round up to go take calls. When the last time you saw Gerard Biago on any newspaper in the country, the head of the DEA? We have drug issue in this country as a major situation, but I Gregor Kuma knew all on the pages of the newspapers.
Even at the Senate.
Every question directed to Biago, he will go to answer. So at this level, like the paper is asking, order or asking, we are saying who gave the instruction. Not only who gave the instruction, who are the other big names that Gregor Kuma says sanction the thing? Because he had already got through naming the junior officers and who infinitely put in jail. Before he said there are senior people who sanction. Like Jerome said, he was indirectly telling the people say, my picking everything going to jail. If you mess up, you're going to. Yeah. It could be possible. It could not be the case as well.
Yeah.
Whichever way it is, once he is being accused, even if our one person going to come out and say, I'm not satisfied with Greg. In every civilized environment, the president of that country will not tell Greg, say, Greg, oh, you wrong. Go. But Greg, two person come out and say, you got a link. Mr. Mame, I'm not sacking you. That's why I'm not suspending you. I'll pay. You are not suspending. You'll be taking your pay. But please, leave the position. You are not giving command anymore. Somebody will stay in your role and start giving instruction. Then let the investigation go on. We encourage them to do it speedily. So that you can't wait for long. Once Greg is now entering that basement, people telling him, yes, sir. Sending information on security then guy. They're not able to talk it. No, that's how we got Greg. Get the yes, sir. He can still go to the basement and say, look, yeah, we're getting the pickup. But when you're under suspension, some beginner who is a bit scared when you enter in the basement, the beginner will start getting brave to start talking to Tina. I know that. I'm just gonna submit and allow you guys to wrap up so that we'll take calls. But the bottom line remains the same. Who are those key officers that Greg talked about? Who are those key senior stakeholders in this government? In this government, who are they? Who are they? Secondly, who gave the instruction to those guys? Those are things that we want to know because Brother say, his son say, people get instruction. How do you call it? Stanton say he got information from the policemen who in jail that it was Gregory Como who made them to escort the drugs. Those are things we want to know. Anything other than those issues, the government should stop playing with us and start wasting our time. Because all that propaganda they own is not going to work. And let's have Jerome quickly. Let hear you and go to the lines.
Let me just let me see if I can. I'm going to take it from a very deep point, but the first thing here is we go back to the president's son. In his communication, he said, I'll just say and then leave it with you to calculate your own mind to say what he was able to say. But he said in his communication that when his father was elected as president, he went to Maritime where he was working to give farewell to the people and say thank you in 2024. Since that day, the president's son said that he had nothing to do with government. He wanted to tell the people that he wanted to concentrate on his business. The same man who said he only wanted to concentrate on his business and had nothing to do with government was traveling on a trip, government trip to Spain and Madrid. When we started this show, we spoke about being truthful to the ordinary people. So it tells you in the first place, the same man who said he doesn't know the drug cartel people, he lied that he wanted to concentrate on his business. So he went at Maritime office to tell the people, I wash my hand. But here is the same man in 2025, 2026 going to Madrid with Spain. The Ministry of Transport, everybody knows that Liberians, the people that were there lost their job. The president's son, Jojo, and the police director, they have percentage in that contract. All of us know. Truthful. Now, it just doesn't hold. This is not a bridge that you can depend on. That somebody will want us to believe that junior officers protected $300 million worth of drug without the consent of the police chief. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't hold. And imagine, all of the people that are being caught or questioned or arrested or dismissed are key allies to the police chief. And somebody say, oh, Waka get it. The boss, he took decision. He's sacrificing the people, children. And the statement from the police chief, you know what it takes for the police director of a country to come and tell you, say, the thing has been sanctioned by heads? You know what it means? The statement from the police boss is clear. He's telling you, and let me tell you folks, before I go to Princess, let me tell you folks,
Quickly.
the police chief was to be dismissed. But that statement,
I heard that.
I'm telling you all over.
I heard that.
That statement, it is not a statement to please opposition or please people. It is a threat to people who call the police director to use the influence. And I'm not saying the president's son did that. Not what I'm saying. But I'm telling you that they wanted to take a decision on the police chief. And that statement he made, it was a threat that, hey, if you think you can do it to me and my boss, because I only took this decision because you people told me. The only person who is bigger than the police chief is maybe the president and other people in the president's office,
Mhm.
minister, director, all of you know. So we know these things. We will inform our people, but it is important too, from the other end, that the police is compromised, the police is rotting, the police is poison, and so the police chief needs to give a chance.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead, Princess.
Okay, Alexa.
You're definitely looking at me.
Let's say you quickly. Then we'll go to the lines. No time. We gotta go take calls.
So that me and you again, you see what noise? Get me no time. I must get. Okay, so wow. It has been June, July. Now we're in August, and we're still discussing something about cocaine. We're still here questioning the government, the rescue government. We're still here, reaching out to get like great answers from the people we have in power, police, IG. Even we're still asking the president to take action where we have an independent investigation because at this point in time, Oliver, with everybody being accused. The first family, at first it was the vice president from the first aspect of this entire drug thing, 19 million. I don't know how far we are with that. I don't know if there's a connection as well with the between the first one and this one. I don't know, but there's a possibility that there is a serious connection because maybe they were just trying to bring a bit of cocaine in the country first for us to know that we have more of these people here, more of these things in the country. But I think on a more serious note, this is not the first time we have called for an independent investigation where you would have like, foreign a firm being here to investigate this entire situation. And the reason is very simple. You have police IG updating the public. Not on one occasion, he did that on several occasions, telling the public, "Oh, this is exactly what's happening, and this and that." But when it got to a point where it was very, very difficult for him, I don't know if he was under pressure, not only from the public, but maybe from the higher ups. He started to say, "We have senior officials of government." And that was not even something that was new to us because the previous guy at the LDA said that at MACAT press briefing, right? That man went there, and while he was given the floor to speak, he said something like that. And at the end of the day, he is not here today. I don't know if he was dismissed, he was, whatever. I don't know if he's resigned. He resigned on his own or not. We don't know, but he is no longer with the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. Now we have the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police updating the public and telling us in different words just similar things, to what that previous guy said, that we have senior officials of government who are involved, and at this point in time they're going to be named, they're going to be shamed. But it seems like we are in a bubble where they tell us this is exactly what is happening, yet they don't tell us exactly what is happening. So on the surface they're going to tell you we have senior officials of this government, and when we ask the questions, who are these people? What are the names of these people? We don't know their names. We're only here talking about, oh, this person is suspended, this person is dismissed, and the president said this, the president said that. Liberia has become an elite country. And it is very disappointing because we have way more serious individuals in this country. We are not to be an elite nation where you say at least the president has suspended, at least the president has dismissed. This is not something we should be saying, we should be celebrating. No. Mr. Greg Coleman said there are government officials from the past administration, and that was attributed to George Weah's administration. You guys talked about sharing the shame or having people to take blame as well. So since we're in power now and we're here based on our campaign messages that we're going to fight drugs and whatnot. Now we have our hands in the cookie jar. So we need to also include other people's names so that other we can take the decision together. One person will not be beating on just like that. And that is the problem. That is the disappointment. So when you have the Inspector General of Police having his underman, Johnny Bolade, you had this other person, you had that other person. When you have his underman who are being dismissed. Some of them are being suspended based on this same cocaine situation. I think the IG should also step away because at this point in time, I can remember the last time I saw Biako around this 317 million plus drug situation. Did you see him recently? I have not seen him. And mind you, that man is the OIC of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. He has not been around this investigation. I have not seen him. I don't know what's up with whatever that's happening behind the scenes. So the same thing that has happened to him, I think it is actually unfair to Liberians at this point in time. It is actually unfair to all of us who continue to raise this issue, continues to, elevate our voices. It is very unfair to us to be here telling Liberians what's happening in the country, to be here asking all the hard questions, and then we have Greg Clement who's, under men are all, involved with what's happened allegedly. Some of them are suspended. And then you have some of them also telling their father, oh, this person called me, or I was called by or senior or official or my superior, and he is still involved with this. I think he needs to sit this one out. He needs to relax. He needs to just sit back and wait for an independent investigation. It doesn't mean he is guilty. No, I'm not saying Greg is guilty. All I'm saying, for since he is a professional man, as that is being said about him on a daily basis, he should be able to sit back and allow people who are independent enough to investigate this. And at the end of the day, whatever findings we're going to have, if Greg is 100% free of all these things, we're going to clap for him. If he is not, well, whatever that is supposed to happen will happen. But as long as we have these same people who continue to tell us that they have, this government official, that one, they're all involved and they're yet to call names to us, it means we're not going anywhere. We're just going to be talking here. We'll talk here maybe up to September, up to December, and then we're done with it. And they're still going to be there doing what they're doing. So this is unfair to Liberians. And
Okay.
it will continue to be unfair because the president has to be very intentional about this. Maybe the president wakes up in the morning, the president signs, something that is written by Kula Fofana or whoever that wrote that. The president signed it, or this person is suspended, this person is dismissed, and then you clap for the president and say, oh, this is something that we should applaud, and this is something that is supportable, this is something that is this, that is that. But what happens next? The people you have at first, the Minister of Justice said to us, this was the when the 19 point something million, plates of cocaine. He said to us he was not going to open the public, right? And now here we are, because you have people asking all the hard questions. You have Front Page Africa there. You have their very own Stanley Witherspoon is also there asking them. He's there saying his own thing with the, the pieces of information he's getting from insiders. He keeps saying something. Rodney is on the other side saying something. We are here saying something. Liberians are out there speculating. Liberians are out there asking still.
Mhm.
And then you have the Inspector General who, has told journalists, and sometimes you see he's very angry answering these questions from journalists. If you get into something, you won't slap your head, so gonna wait. I remember that there was a video where a journalist asked him what's in the bag. He was very, very angry, right? So, Greg, we know you're a professional man, as it has been said about you. I don't know about that. You're a professional man, and whatever your description is or your profile is. But I think for Liberians, for yourself, you need to sit this one out and allow people who are very independent enough to run this investigation. And you're innocent, so no need to panic. Also, to the guy Quabo, right? Pablo, your father reached out to Stanner. Your father said someone called you.
Mhm.
And Oliver and Adam said that very clear. It is not possible that, you're going to lie that someone called you. Someone called you, you said what you had to say. But at this point in time, I think your reputation is on the line. Your image, even if you don't care about your image, for me, I think you owe it to us as Liberians to tell us exactly what happened. Right now, I don't care about you, your reputation. If you now protect it like your business, but since you've already brought this to the public through your father, I think you should be able to tell us exactly who called you and what actually went down. Detail these happenings so that we can understand exactly what has been happening, because I'm sure these things are still happening and we cannot put our hands to it because we're just here talking about the things that are happening, the things that we have information about, right? The things our sources are telling us. But for those of you who are directly involved at this point in time, that your names have been made public, tell Liberians what has happened, and that will be like all for now.
Okay, 086 500 104 776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Yep, a grace period of 10 minutes. Quickly to take calls, then we call it a day. Let's go
Violence,
to the line, but after our break.
violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sanya, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sanya.
Okay, peace in Liberia. 086 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. The first question, go ahead quickly, 1 minute.
Hello, okay.
How are you, sir? What's your name? Where you join us from, Chief?
Okay. My name is John Sano Momo, and I call you from Delaware.
Get-
And I want to say thank you, KOK, Alexa, and Roosevelt. Thank you, guys.
Go ahead.
You see, if you guys follow the trend of events that in our country when it comes to the drugs issue, especially surrounding Gregory Como. Gregory Como, he's deep into the drugs issue. Look at the story that the lady that gave the $10,000 and he took $2,000 and gave it to the chief of intelligence and took the 8,000. When the chief prosecutor, when the case went before him, in less than 24 hours, he was able to claim Gregory Como. You know why he was doing that? He was doing it because he didn't want it for life. Then it caused something to spill out to the executive. They're trying to, they're trying everything to make sure that thing don't spill out to the executive. And the executive is trying to block it so it can just be up there. And listen, Gregory Como is fully in this. By the time it reached to the point where he will be called, or he will be suspended, or he will be dismissed, when I'm opening one more, there will be change in our country. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll go to another person in America. This one, go ahead. 1 minute.
Hello, okay?
Hello, how are you? Let's hear you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. And good evening and good evening to Alexa and Abiron. Okay. Let me tell you something. Okay. Just as you said when you were analyzing about these drugs. Look, the reason why Greg has to come out and say there are key government officials in the government that sanction the drugs coming into Liberia. He was given a coup because the guys that surround Gregory, there is no way that these guys will implement any order without Gregory telling them. Okay, take for example, look at the eviction exercises that are going around Liberia. Everywhere there is eviction, you find police with rear arm deployed, fighting, shooting tear gas, just to disperse citizens for advocating for their rights. And it is not in the absence of the police RG. The police RG has never asked question one day to question who told you to go there when indeed he knows, he's aware. So indeed because Gregory know that these guys that are now in prison, when they shall receive international pressure, they're going to call me. They are telling them, look, you know why? Don't call me. And I have told you over and again, my name is Musa G. Brown. That Gregory Coleman is a drugs Irish. And Gregory Coleman knows about the drugs in Liberia.
Okay. All right. Okay, Musa G. Brown from the U.S. That's what you're saying. We do not have evidence to back your claim. Let's talk to this person. Hello, how are you? 1 minute.
Yeah, okay, this is Roger 2 from 7-Eleven.
Go ahead, too.
You know, the thing that the RG said concerning about the key state actors there, the almost is giving threats because if they try him, he will explode. So they will not dismissing and Greg will remain over the just watch my war. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. This person. Hello, 1 minute.
Yeah, how you doing, my brother?
We're great, my brother. Let's hear you. Thank you.
Are you here? Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there from Kawa. Let's go to France. We go into France. This question: where in France you join us from?
Yeah, hi, okay. This is Joe. We're from Monaco.
Monaco. Let's hear you from Monaco. Let's hear you.
You know, when Gregory was making a statement, right? People that read body languages, people that read facial expression, you know, when you copy that in short video and send it for analyzing, you will notice that the guy is worried, he's in a tight spot, and I believe that Gregory's immediate boss, his immediate boss, is the person that he was referring to. His immediate boss.
And that's President Baka, of course, because Greg doesn't have any other immediate boss besides President Baka.
Come down the lane. Before you know, it will spring up there to the number one. But come down the lane. His immediate, the person that can give order beside Gregory.
Okay. I got it.
The Attorney General,
the Justice Minister,
Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia is accomplice in this identical issue. The Attorney General.
Okay, from Paris, from Monaco, France. I do not have the information you have, but that's it. That's your opinion. We'll leave it right there. Let's go and talk to a few more of the calls. Let's take a few more of the calls and call it a day here on 87.9. This first question, this other one, let's leave it right there and go to Sweden. From the US, we went to France. Let's go to Sweden. This person from Sweden, let's hear you. How are you? Hello.
Yes, hello, Oliver.
How are you?
Hi, how y'all doing in studio?
We're good, ma'am. Let's hear you. What's your name? Where you join us from in Sweden?
I'm Lillian, and I'm joining you guys from Helsingborg in Sweden.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I would just like to add a little to what the others are saying. You know, from the recording you people play in respect to Gregory's press conference or whatever, Gregory spoke out of anger. Now, if you listen to what, how they call him, Stanton said when they arrested those officers of Gregory, he told them not to handcuff those boys. Now, Gregory knows that he brought those boys on this case. He gave them order. And then if they are arrested, he will also be included. And Gregory knows that his command to those boys came from someone above. So Gregory was speaking out of anger. He wanted them to have quenched this whole case. Nobody should be called. They should just beat around the bush and let it die. But now they are going on to arrest people that he brought on. So if, like, for instance, you call me and then you send me, if they arrest me, I will definitely call your name.
That's right.
So he's not afraid. Gregory isn't afraid. Gregory is ready to speak. Because he wanted, from the beginning I started telling people, I said, Gregory is a middleman. Gregory, that's why he was using all the harsh mouth, trying to suppress it. But then now, they were trying to bring it out. So since it is out now, Gregory is ready to talk. He's not afraid. Gregory isn't afraid. He's ready to talk.
And that's what I want to hear. Thank you very much. Thank you from Sweden. And that's what I want to hear. We want to hear everything. Let them talk all. Let them talk all. We want to hear everything. Who then were bringing the drugs? Who then ordered the people to put sarin beyond drugs? Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly. No time.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm the visually impaired pushing for the return of President. We are probably concerned Liberian for justice. And that is a question that we are asking because there is no way that this escort, one in front, one behind, you come into Monrovia or to their warehouses, then you will tell me, say, higher or other involved. But what we are asking Kwabo to do is that you should be me. You know, you should be me to not to leave her into suspension. If you leave her in suspension, we will agree that he was directly contacted by the cartel. But when he come out and speak and tell all the higher up, we will draw the conclusion that yes, the guy was used as a sacrificial. No, let's look at the other guy from Gender Ministry. Procurement Director, Is he referred to as a senior government official? Civil servant job?
Okay.
Look at some of the needs. Look at some of the needs that are coming up. And to conclude on day, my brother, if you follow Gregory Courtmore, I told some of my guys around me, although I'm not seeing Gregory Courtmore, but if you listen to Gregory Courtmore's tone when he was speaking that day, Gregory Courtmore is in big trouble, in frustration, and he think he can voice his anger against people. Look, do the needful. And you know why he is frustrated? Because the international community has not stepped in. He's not doing it alone. He cannot be flip-flopping here. And thing is saying he can say how all of the press conferences and the Liberian people will believe him. Since we are not believing the international community are involved, they are pumping the hair of Gregory Cuomo so they can be able to do the right thing. That is why he is frustrated. He is speaking the way he is speaking. But he can save himself. He can save his family by coming up to say the truth or to either resign and step aside and allow independent investigator to step in so that we can come to a logical conclusion of the whole drug.
Thank you.
2016 or 2019, we don't care.
Thank you.
This is your cocaine, rescue and exporting that are now exporting the drug out of the country. That's why we know, forget about our own. We were able to hold responsibility of our own.
Okay, thank you, Edmund. We'll leave you right there, Edmund. Let's talk to the last two, then we go home. This person, hello, quickly. Let's hear you. 1 minute.
Good afternoon, okay. Good afternoon, Alessa, and let me say good afternoon to Jerome. For recognition, I'm Mish Blamokuma, and I call from Woodbridge, Virginia, the USA.
Go ahead from the US.
Yeah, I listen to your analysis. You make a brilliant analysis. I want to believe that Zebra have imparted you a lot of security knowledge, and if I have my own will, I would recommend you to be one of the investigators on the ongoing investigation concerning the whole cocaine saga, because you spoke everything that needed to be in place. I would say, let me be on record. Before yesterday, United Party people spoke and took things out of context. I'm from the security background. I won't work for the Liberian Simple Police. I will 188 to Logan Davis. Like I'll tell you, within the cycle, everything that's happening now, I won't say alleged. Everything that Gregory was speaking to, it was from, I will call Jeremiah Kuhn and Jojo Chino, until they can be subjected to investigation. That we are heading nowhere with that case. That case will be another fly, another charade. We'll just keep the Liberian people scattered. So everything have been said. Gregory said it all. There's no need to go scapegoat and be looking for other people.
Okay.
They have done everything Liberian people need to know.
Thank
you for having me.
Thank you very much. Yeah. That's your input. That's your input. We cannot press on you further. Let's talk to the person. 1 minute. How are you? You are the last caller.
Oh, thank you very much. My name is GT. I'm calling from Canada, to be specific, Hamilton, Ontario.
Go ahead from Canada.
Thank you for the program today. Yeah, I want to be on the record like, Wale Kwabo, I know Wale Kwabo good. We all graduated from class 1 together.
Wow.
So, yeah, we graduated from class 1 together. We're not in the same plateau, but I know him very, very well. And I can tell you, Wale Kwabo never go do something like that without an instruction. And these are normal things in police. The commander can call you, say, my man, we got some special operation. Go and do that operation. You will go cover the operation. And one of the things I want the Liberian people to know is that, you see, within the Liberian National Police, every time the president make an appointment, there's a big split in the institution. That one of the problems I see in the institution. Because once they bring that director, the director won't bring your own people there. Like you mentioned on the show, the director appoint Daisy, appoint that you won't bring your own people that you feel comfortable that you want to work with. No matter if somebody in that area that's doing something there, or they were doing something in the previous administration that making impact or get some project going, everybody will bring the people that they feel comfortable with. It's not good at that, because we are being institution to be able to serve the people and things. And I'll tell you that a few people go and ask questions and things like that. And I can tell, probably have integrity. If probably know why he was carrying what he would never go and do that thing. Probably when I was on a special operation and things like that, and that operation lead to maybe to do anything. And what we're hearing today and things. But I feel that they should investigate the case, and whatsoever the evidence lead, there you go there.
Okay, thank you
very much for the show.
Thank you from Canada. We're gonna wrap up. We have a whole week to have these conversations. Jerome, Alexa, let's go home. No time. We gotta go.
So we'd like to say thank you. Join us tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye bye.
All right, so we'll return here on tomorrow. The questions are the same. We are not changing the questions for any reason. Uh, Greg is at the center of all of these conversations. The Liberian people will need to know who instructed his boys, who instructed Kwaboden to put Serene behind, the cocaine. Who did that? Who did that? Until we can know who did those things, and better still, the very people who Greg said are senior government officials involved with the drug thing, he got to call their names. Anything other than that, then it shows that Greg they ain't saying the proper thing to the Liberian people. But we'll be here on tomorrow. I'm trying to look for a song called Technique. Technique. I'm trying to find this song called Technique by Boondos. Because from where we see it, they went on technique with the whole operation, with the whole investigation. We need to know, we got to know if they thought by Nimi Kwabo then they were going to seize the whole conversation. We're not talking about it again. Oh, well, they're lying because every day we'll talk about it until the real owners, Greg talked about, the real culprits can be named. Have yourself a wonderful time. God bless you and bye bye.